Well, it's time now to introduce you to some vibrant sounds from Ethiopia. Joining us to tell us about a unique music duo that will warm our hearts once again is Heather Maxwell, host of VOA's Music Time in Africa. Hello, Heather.
Hello, Vincent.
You got the privilege of meeting some of these great singers. Tell us about this group.
It's wonderful. This group is just a duo.
A duo, yeah.
Munit and Jörg, and they're based in Ethiopia. She's Ethiopian, and he's German, but he lives in Ethiopia, and he has his family in Ethiopia. And they make acoustic music, just the two of them. They don't have a producer or a manager. They make the music, they compose it, they put it out there, they tour everything just by themselves.
And the guy plays two Ethiopian rhythms, although he's German.
Yes.
Yeah. How about we'll listen to one of their songs, then we can talk a little more about them.
Sounds great.
Let's listen to this.
በፍቅር ያዘነ በምን ይደሰታል ይደሰታል መልስ እንኳን ባይሰጥም የከርሞ ሰው ያውቃል ያውቃል የሚያስተክዝ ፍቅር ስንቱን አደንዝዞ አደንዝዞ የከርሞ ሰው ፍቅር መጠየቅ ነው ይዞ ተቃቅፎ መጫነቅ ግልጽ የተያዩ ሰዎች ስለ ፍቅር እስቲ ተወያዩ
Wow, it's fabulous. A beautiful sound. Beautiful music. You can tell that there's a very strong, I mean, it's Ethiopian, but there's a very strong influence from elsewhere.
Oh,
what do they say?
Yes, and this song is pretty Ethiopian, actually. That's a traditional song that they've taken, but she says that she grew up listening to American soul and rhythm and blues, contemporary urban American music. She spent quite a few years here in the U.S. as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of their music it has a much more soulful feel. That's why they call it ethio-acoustic soul.
Yeah, which is kind of unique. I mean, it's a kind of being true to your background, your culture, but at the same time acknowledging some external influence.
Yes.
And to see, a younger person like this really having that love for traditional beats, it's amazing. So in terms of how they perform, how well known are they? Are they just within Addis Ababa, or are they people who have really been to other places?
They've been all around Ethiopia, so they're getting bigger in Ethiopia. I think they're quite big now. Their presence on the radio is big in TV. And they do some international tours as well, but they're not at the top level yet. But they're on their way.
Yeah. In this kind of music, is it richer just being, an acoustic guitar and a singer, or would be perhaps enriched if there were more instruments and all that comes many times with a big group?
Well, that's a good question.
Is it a choice?
It's probably always more exciting the more musicians you have on stage.
Yeah.
But the practicality of it is for all artists today is that when you're touring and even performing locally, it's easier if the smaller the band. It's more manageable.
Yeah.
What they make a point of doing, though, is involving the audience when they're performing. So with the two of them, they get call and response with the audience. They teach them a little phrase. And even when they're not in Ethiopia, they teach their foreign audiences a little phrase and they respond. And so that helps the music be exciting for the audience when they're actually participating in it.
Great. And let's listen to this other song that I know when you're interviewing them, they made you sing along along the way. I got it. Let's watch this.
Okay.
ስንት ዓመት ካንቺ ተለይቼ ኖሬ ስመኝሽ ነበረ ናፍቆቴ ሀገሬ መንፈሴ ፈለጋሽው ተመልሻለሁ እኔም በተራዬ ሌላውን እጣራለሁ ሀገሬ ሀገሬ there we go እንነሽ ሀገሬ 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 አለሁልሽ እኔ ሀገሬ
We didn't get to hear you sing, but you,
You
did
didn't hear
actually
that.
sing.
I was singing,
You were
yeah,
singing. But,
yeah, it was
you know,
fun.
this is amazing. It's singable, but it's also danceable
Yes.
music, you know,
Yes.
particularly this piece.
That's
you
what
know?
soul is.
Yeah. Did she tell you what this particularly means? Why you know,
Hagare, hagare.
that she...
I think it's the love of her country.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure, but I
Yeah.
think that was what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's because you feel, you know, you can feel it. You
Yeah.
know, it kind of connects with
Yeah.
you. Tell me a little bit about, you know, the Ethiopian music. You've featured a few of them.
Yes.
How do you know, compare that, for example, to some music that you're very familiar with, West African music?
It's very different.
Yeah.
Ethiopian music is really unique in that it has the rhythms
Yeah.
are very unique,
Yeah.
and also it has modes
Yeah.
that we're not used to in West Africa. And the modes to like the West African ear, even a lot of American ear, the modes in Ethiopian music sometimes sound sad,
Yeah.
but they're not.
They're not really
they're not
sad.
interpreted as being sad there.
Yeah.
But there are several different modes, and so the music is placed in one or the other mode.
And maybe this is what we'll be talking about some other time.
Yeah.
The differences between all these types of music.
Sure.
Well, thanks a lot, Heather. Heather Maxwell is the host of VOA's Music Time in Africa. We expect to see you back here sometime soon.